The purpose of this video is to motivate you using one simple law most people don't realize they should take advantage of. Before we get into that, I want you to share this video with people, especially veterans that you think are going to need this. So a lot of times when we're trying to move forward in life and make big things happen, we always get hung up on the failures big time. I used to be the same failure after failure. I would switch from one thing to another. I would fail at licensing inventions and stuff like that a couple times, and I would say maybe that's not for me, and I would go to something else. I would fail at trying to sell life insurance. I was always saying I'm gonna make it big in this, make it big in that, trying my hardest, switching from item to item. You fail so many times that you just sit in this place where you're paralyzed. The memories of your past failures are just playing in your head back and forth constantly. You're not getting anything done. The cycle is vicious emotionally because you're beating yourself up and saying, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. Especially if you're a veteran, the military taught you to be performing every single day. You're always moving towards a mission, supporting your fellow brothers, following the schedule, meeting the standard, doing all these different things. And now that you're out, you're like, I have this standard for myself. I want to make this happen. I can't get myself to do it. One of the most freeing realizations I came to and how you can take advantage is what we're going to talk about. The realization is that there's a law called the law of numbers. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it applies to every single thing that you can think. If you repeat an activity a predetermined number of times, the result will show up. Every time you do this activity, the same result will come back to you again. So let's take, for instance, sales calls. If you make 100 sales calls, out of those 100, you're going to get at least 10 sales. Every 100 sales calls you make, you'll get 10 sales. Now that's the easy part, saying there's a predetermined amount of times to attack this and get results. The hard part is knowing how many times. That's the big piece that defeats you every single time you attack something that you're new at and you're not succeeding. You may be quitting before you get to that result. That was always me as well. I would quit before I made it big. But everything happens for a reason. I wouldn't be here talking to you if that hadn't been. The biggest thing to understand is it's 100% inevitable you will be successful if you don't quit. And you keep repeating the same action, striving for that result. Eventually you're gonna get one. You will always get one. Hackers are always trying to break into the US government, always trying to steal information. Why is it that we always hear so much about their success? Because they have been trying since the 80s. Law of numbers. They try constantly because they know this law. They know if they keep going long enough, eventually something will get through. As long as you keep coming back for more, you keep attacking it, you keep training, you keep moving forward, you will figure it out. For my veterans that are suffering and don't feel like they have purpose, it's the same. But you're telling me, Lewis, what can I attack to figure out my purpose? That's easy. Something you haven't done before. Try new things. Use the law of numbers to figure out your purpose. Try some new things. If I haven't joined a group of people that go biking across the US, maybe I should try that. Try this, and eventually you're going to hit on something that you find really interesting, that you get really passionate about. It just happened for me, it was easier. I'm passionate about helping fellow vets, and I figured that out early on. But for you, it could be longer. You are stuck because you don't have that mentality. There is this saying, your will to win can be bought. At a certain point, you're gonna quit. You don't have it in your head that I will never quit at this, I will keep going. You're cutting yourself short before you reach the goal. I don't care what it is. Sales calls, physical health, it depends on this law. The only idea to keep in your head is don't quit, and it's gonna happen. You do this over and over and you figure out, if I do it this many times, I'm going to get that result. You get amped, motivated, and you start charging forward. If this is helpful for somebody else, share it and subscribe to the channel.